Hi guys, Marcia here with Kichi B Style, and I'm excited to share with you my new Summer KnowMe pattern, ME2093. Now for this pattern, you have two views. View A is your puffy shirt, and view B is gonna be your skirt with the godet. For this sew along, we'll only be focusing on view B, which is the skirt. Now the idea for this was definitely to create a statement piece that had versatility, but was going to give you volume and be fun and flirty, and depending on the fabric you use, take you from day to night. This design can be made in denim to give it a more casual look, or twill, even a sateen with a Dupani leather look. Any of your medium to heavy weight wovens are going to be best for this pattern. They actually suggest stay in the inset area of the godet. Netting is what is suggested. I found the netting to be a little itchy, so I also opted to do a heavier weight interfacing. And I used the buckram interfacing that you use for your caps and handbags. You can also use just a medium or heavier weight interfacing, or you do not have to use the stay at all. These godets are definitely giving volume. They are giving 3D vibes. They are supposed to be fun. They are supposed to be flirty. It has a high waistband that sits at the waist. You have two side front zippers that are slanted. They are actual pockets, so you can like maybe fit a card in there, or fit a lip gloss or something in there. I love this skirt. And without further ado, let's get started on the sew along. Grab your pattern and grab your fabric, and let's get started. First, we're going to install the front fly zipper. You'll need piece number 10, which is your front center pieces. I've already finished and serged the front center edges, so with the right sides together, we're going to bring those two pieces together, matching the notches and the dots. With your pins, go ahead and secure the two pieces together. Then we'll take it to the machine and stitch the front sections together at the center front below the large dot. Before you grab your zipper, turn in the right front opening edge along the fold line and press. Next, we're going to place the closed zipper face up under the right front opening edge, having the pressed edge close to the zipper teeth and the zipper stop about 5/8 of an inch below the upper edge. Go ahead and secure your zipper in place with pins or clips. Now we'll take it to the machine, and using a zipper foot, we'll base close to the pressed edge. Now you're going to grab your piece number 12, which is your right fly. I've already put right sides together and folded it along the fold line and finished my edges with a serger. Now grab the front of your skirt, and on the inside we're going to pin the right fly to the right front opening edge over the zipper, matching the notches and the small dots and having raw edges even. Go ahead and pin the right fly in place, and on the outside, using a zipper foot, stitch close to the pressed edge of the front through all the layers. Now you want to grab your left fly facing, which is piece number 11, and if you haven't already, go ahead and serge or edge finish the curved edge of the fly. Now with the right sides facing, you're going to pin the left fly facing to the left front opening edge, matching the notches and the large dots. Now we're going to take it to the machine and stitch, ending at the large dot. I'm going to go ahead and double stitch my fly, stitching it in the seam once more just to make sure it's secure. Once you're done, you can go ahead and trim the seam. Don't forget to understitch your left fly facing close to the seam edge before we turn the facing to the inside. Now you're going to want to lap the left front over the right fly, matching the centers. Then you can pin or baste the edges closed. Now you can pin the right fly out of the way by opening out the fly facing. Pin the remaining zipper tape to the fly facing, keeping the left front free. Now you can take it to the machine and using a zipper foot, stitch in place close to the zipper teeth along the center of the zipper tape. With your facing turned down on the outside, we're going to stitch the left front along the stitching line, keeping the right fly free. After you're done with the fly, don't forget to trim away the excess zipper tape, and on the inside, tack the fly and facing together at the lower edge. So to create our side front pockets, we're going to grab piece number 14, which is our lower side front, and our pocket zippers. On the outside, we're going to pin our closed zippers face down to the lower side front, piece number 14, with the center of the teeth along the fold line, placing the top stop at the side front seam line. The zipper will extend beyond the side seam allowance, but we'll cut that off later. We're going to go ahead and pin to both lower side front pieces before taking it to the machine and giving it a stitch. Now you're going to baste along a 1/4 inch seam line. With the right sides together, grab your pocket facing, and with raw edges even, we're going to pin the pocket facing to the lower side front over the zipper, matching the notches. And then we'll take it to the machine and stitch in a 1/4 inch seam. Before we move on, make sure to fold over the upper edge of the lower side front and top stitch a 1/4 inch from the fold line. Now with the right sides together, pin the upper side front, piece number 13, to the lower side front, matching the fold lines. Then we're going to baste the upper side front to the zipper along a 1/4 inch seam line. Make sure to do this for both of your front pieces. I went ahead and pressed up my upper side front along the fold line, and on the outside at my machine, I'm top stitching a 1/4 inch from the fold line using an adjustable zipper foot. After you've done your top stitching, on the inside you're going to stitch the pocket to the pocket facing along the lower edges. Now we're basting the side edges through all thickness. Be careful stitching over your zipper extension. You will want to trim the zipper extension even with the seam allowance before moving on to the next step. Now, with the right sides together and raw edges even, pin the side front to the front, matching the notches. Now we will take it to the machine and stitch a 5/8 of an inch seam line on both sides. You can go ahead and press your seams to the front, and now we'll move on to the back side. Grab your back piece number 17 and your side back pieces number 18. And with the right sides together and raw edges even, we're going to pin the back and the side back, matching the notches in the raw edges. Now we're going to take it to the machine and stitch the side seams 5/8 of an inch from the edge. Also, you can finish your seams with your serger before or after you stitch. Don't forget to press the seams open, then we'll take it to the machine and stay stitch the upper edge of the back. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and stay stitch the upper edge of your front skirt also. Now let's take your front skirt and your back skirt, and with right sides facing, we're going to pin the front to the back at the side edges. Now let's take it to the machine and stitch 5/8 of an inch seam line. Now that the skirt is done, we're going to turn it right side out and move on to constructing the godets. So if you choose to use buckram or interfacing for your godet, you can just cut one of the pattern that's provided for the stay, and I'm just going to slice it right down the middle because it's already quite firm. I am not going to fold it over. That's the reason why I'm doing that. I tried doing that and it comes out firm, but you're not going to be able to ruffle it as well. You can actually make your own pleats and ruffles and apply it, but I don't see the need to have such a thick stay in the godets because they're already giving. So after I did that, I went ahead and I finished the edges of them, and you can actually go ahead and just put a gathering in the stay the way that you would do in the netting. So you have your godet here, and you're going to create gathering stitches between the dots. I did notches instead of dots, so I'm going to do the gathering stitches between the notches, and I'm also going to do gathering stitches with the stay. And now I'm going to put the gathering stitches in my stay, which is my interfacing, my buckram interfacing. And actually with this one, I don't really need to put both of the gathering stitches. I'm just going to kind of do a quick gather and so I have my gathering stitches in, and I'm just going to pull them. I'm going to pull them now because usually when I get them in the skirt, it's not working best for me. Let's see. So I've given them a little pull, and I can always pull them some more once I get them in the actual skirt. And just be sure to not pull too tight where you snap the thread. Okay, so yeah, so this is what you get with the interfacing, the buckram interfacing, and that is stiff. That's going to give you volume also, and it will go in like this, like so. It will go in like that. So we're going to take the godet, and this is the wrong side. You're going to pin the sticky side or the fusible side to the inside like this. Where are my pins? And you can actually baste this together if you like. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it's fitting where it's supposed to be fitting first. I've already done one, and that's how it looks. So you're gonna take your godet opening, one of the 8 godet openings on your skirt, and you're going to pin the right sides together, matching up those dots and the top notch here. And you're going to pin the godet into the opening with the stay, and you can actually just stitch all that together. I'm gonna give it a baste first. I'm gonna baste it first, and then I'll go back around and stitch it again. Make sure you're getting all of the thickness through the stay, the ruffle, the godet, and the godet and the actual skirt. Okay. And this is much like putting in a ruffle sleeve in a shirt. So just to give you an idea, I just did a basting. I just basted it, but I'm gonna go back and put another stitch in it. Go ahead and complete the rest of your godets, and then we'll move on to the waistband. So now you're gonna go ahead and grab your waistband pieces. So I have my right front and my left front pieces, and then these are my back waistband pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the right front piece, and with right sides facing, we're going to match the notches and raw edges, and with the left front piece, we're going to match the notches, or the one notch, and the raw edges, and we're going to pin it like so. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to go ahead and do my lining also so that I don't get my pieces mixed up. So we have the right side here, and this is the inside, so it's going to go over here, and then this side goes here. All All right, and so then I'm going to take it to the machine and I'm going to stitch the seams together. I'm going to go ahead and do that for my lining and my main piece. Go ahead and press these seams out. Just going to use my pressing tool to press those seams out. All right, so now I have my skirt. I'm gonna put my lining to the side. Now I have the skirt. And I'm gonna open up the fly. With the right side spacing, I'm gonna match up these seams, notches, and dots. And I'm going to pin them together like so. I like to get my seams matched up first because you do not want those seams to be off. And I have a lot of stray strings going on here. I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, so now you're going to take your lining or your facing for your waistband and match the top of the, you're going to match the top of the edges together and the notches, the raw edges and notches together. Make sure you get those seams matched up. Go ahead and pin it all the way around. All right. And then you're going to stitch the top edge of the waistband all the way around, trim it, and I'm going to go ahead and understitch it while I'm at the machine. Make sure to back stitch. So now that we have the waistband on, go ahead and prepare your waistband facing by turning the notched edge under and pressing. Attach the top edge of your waistband to the top edge of your waistband facing with the right sides together and stitch. Now that the facing's attached, you're going to press the seam from the top of the waistband over to the facing, and you're going to stitch about 1/8 of an inch from that seam line. Go ahead and trim your corners and turn your facing to the inside. To close up your waistband, go ahead and stitch in the ditch or slip stitch the fold of the waistband facing to the seam of the waistband. Lastly, you will apply your button and buttonholes to the waistband of your skirt using your buttonhole foot. You can apply a narrow hem to the hem of your skirt to finish. You've now completed your skirt. All that's left is to style, wear, and repeat. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for more styling tips for this pattern, follow me on Instagram at KichiBStyle. Thanks for watching. Peace.